Hey everybody, this is the dashboard. Welcome to the live stream. In this live stream, we're going to talk about the car shows I went to over the weekend. I managed to make it to 4 car shows over the weekend. That's a pretty good number for me, and I did 3 of them in one day. So I'm going to start a little slideshow to run in the background and talk about some of the cars. But first off, I'm going to talk about Friday night. Well, there was a new car show at a restaurant that they just wanted to do a little car show and try to draw in some business, I guess. And well, it was kind of unfortunate for them because they decided to do it in the evening. And if you know anything about Florida weather, you know afternoon thunderstorms. So they had a couple of thunderstorms roll through right about the time they wanted to have this car show. So here's the slideshow. They did actually have a few cars show up, myself included. Um, but there weren't very many. There was maybe 6 or 7. Um, Mostly Pontiacs. No, I take that back. There was 2 Pontiacs, a Mustang, a Dodge, my F-150. I think they had another Mustang show up after I left. And then on Saturday's the day I did 3 car shows in one day. I did Kingsland Cars and Coffee, uh, the Barbecue Car Show and Barbecue Cook-Off, and then the Callahan Cruisers Monthly Cruise-In. Oh, it's starting over. Well, anyway, uh, so yeah, this car show at Boston's was kind of funny. I showed up and I'm looking around. I'm like, there's nobody here. Yeah, you kind of pull in and you go, okay, where am I supposed to park? I mean, I know they wanted to do a car show, but where the heck am I supposed to go to be with the car show people? Anyway, on to Kingsland Cars and Coffee. Going on in another town nearby that a lot of people went to instead. Yeah, it was the other car show was going on at the same time. So I went to this one, rode around, took pictures, did my thing, and then drove across the county into another county to the barbecue. But yeah, there was the normal Corvettes, Camaros, that kind of stuff. Funny story about this Camaro here. I initially parked beside him because I guess he didn't like my truck being parked beside his Camaro. Whatever, I didn't care. It's not like I was close to him where I would hit his car or anything. So yeah, one of the things I like about this cruise in is we get a nice eclectic mix of cars. We get, imports, domestics, you get motorcycles, you get classics, even some higher end stuffs. And then there's odd stuff like that. Um, but that's the kind of the nice thing about these cruise-ins. Run what you brung. Bring out whatever you want to bring out. I mean, we don't care. You could have a I don't know $40,000 Volkswagen sitting next to $100,000, $100+ thousand Ferrari, and we're just out there talking cars. I mean, it's a very unique environment. Because in some places you go to a car show and you get people that are real snobbish about it. Oh, you drive a such and such. What's the matter? You couldn't afford the top line model? Well, hell no, I couldn't. I mean, that's like people get after me about my truck. Like, why do you drive a 10-year-old truck? I'm like, because it's paid for, and I can't afford $70,000 or $80,000 for a new one. I mean, who the hell's got that kind of money? Oh, this one was kind of neat. It was done in Game of Thrones theme. Mother of Dragons across the windshield, and it had little dragon stickers along the quarter panel. I know I took some pictures. They just didn't get put in the same spot with the one. I think this one, my favorite. There was two vehicles that were my favorite. One was the Jeep with the canopies that came out of it, and the other was the old fire truck the red fire truck that you saw earlier in the slideshow. This one was a weird one too. Came complete with a stuffed deer. See, there's the pictures of the one that had the mother of dragons. Now, which is coincidentally the next county over from Kingsland. So I had to go across the county and across into the other county to get to this event. Um, but I knew this one was going to be a big one. I don't know exactly how many cars were there, but it was a lot. In fact, there were two or three or maybe even four cars that I ran into at the barbecue that had been at Cars and Coffee in Kingsland while I was there. And I'd run into it. They go, "Weren't you in?" And then in Saturday evening, the Callahan Cruisers had. Yeah, I'll talk about that one in a minute because I guess some pictures got mixed up on my slideshow. But yeah, I tried to do a live stream uh, transmitted to YouTube. So I'm going to have to take and